Welcome to this special edition of Events.com's Ask an Event Pro, brought to you by RunningUSA. My name is Bob Babbitt. With me, Chris Heuisler. Chris, how you doing?
I've never been better, man. Olympic trials weekend is like the Super Bowl of running, as Tracy Russell said.
So talk a little bit about the Concierge program that the Westin has created, because the world of running has changed significantly. And in the old days, hotels weren't actually that open to having runners or triathletes come there and use the towels to clean the grease off their chains and all that type of stuff. But now people are realizing that these people spend money, and this is a good group.
It's not that they spend money, but it's hard. You travel, it's hard to stay healthy on the road.
Right.
And it's hard to stay accountable on the road. So the Run Concierge program is a way to stay accountable. So Tuesday, Thursdays at about 60 properties around the U.S., we have a runner who will take you out for a 3, 4, 5 mile run around that city. So it's like a private running tour, complimentary of Westin.
For anybody who's staying there.
Yeah, anybody. And some properties have a team of 10.
Yes.
Some properties have 2. It really is dependent on the location. But we look at it as a way to give that runner not only a way to stay healthy on the road, but also a unique experience that you would not have had you not stayed there. So Westin Denver, I did it recently, and they took me to that stair at City Hall that says Mile High.
Right.
Well, I would not have known to go there had the Run Concierge not taken me. Or in Montreal, they gave me like a historical running tour, and I don't know where to go. Well, now I do because it's part of my job.
Right.
But that's the beauty of it. You get to really understand the best places to run when you travel.
You learn about things you never knew about before.
No, it's like a private running tour.
So when I mentioned Blacklist,
yeah,
you're
in
like,
LA.
oh, Blacklist in LA, and then my group so were some of the other ones.
Well, November Project, I'm a huge advocate of.
Yes.
I mean, it's free fitness,
right.
And I think that is, if you look at the younger generation, that's what they're behind. It's this idea that it's fine to run by yourself.
Right.
It's more fun to run with somebody else.
Of course
you learn something about yourself, and you learn something about the community and who you're running with. And the more we can help encourage that, whether it be at a Westin, or even even if you ask me as a Run Concierge, hey, where should I go on a Wednesday morning? Well, we don't have a run, but go check out the November Project 2 miles down. They'd love to have you. So it's not just about what you can do at our property. It's what you can do within our city.
Yes.
That helps you stay healthy.
So you're become an advocate for the city itself.
Yeah, like a wellness concierge.
Right.
Hey, where can I get a good green juice down the street? Where's a good trail to go to? Where's the best track?
Is there a pool around?
All these questions that
That's
we
what
should
you guys
have.
do.
I hope that we have the answers for it. We're not completely there yet, but that's where we're aspiring to go.
So what do you do with rock and roll?
They're our partner. So we partnered with Rock and Roll about 3 years ago, and that's when Westin hired me to bring life to that partnership and really make sure that it was working.
Yes.
So I travel to every Rock and Roll where there's a Westin. I'm sort of the on-site running coach for that weekend for our guests. I'll run the course before I get there, because I think it's like looking at a menu versus tasting the food.
Yes.
Same thing with a map. So let me run the course, and then I can give you better advice on how to approach the course.
So when you started,
Yeah.
how many Run Concierge programs did you have at Westin?
We had about 30 Run Concierges.
Okay.
And now there's 160.
Oh my God.
And they're all volunteers. So
Really?
Well, they are a full-time employee at their hotel. So it could be the GM.
Right.
And twice a week they lead a run.
Oh, so somebody who works at Westin, and they volunteer their time because they're a runner.
They're passionate.
They're passionate about it. They're passionate about the brand, obviously, too.
They're passionate about the brand, but it's connecting. Like, it could be the best part of that associate's day to run with one person. Like, think about, if I'm in the Run Concierge at San Diego, and you show up. Well, Bob Babbitt, I get to run with Bob Babbitt for a day. Now, I don't know who Bob Babbitt is at the time. Yeah. But then you get to really you connect with somebody, and that's priceless. So I think they're volunteers at heart, but it's also, they're getting something out of it too.
What was the coolest thing you learned from the Running Concierge program?
I have a lot more respect for the runner who finishes last. I think going into it, I was this big believer that it's those guys who cross the line first. Those are the fast guys, are the best, and everybody's got a story, everybody's got a why.
Right.
And I've been to enough finish lines now through this job that it's those 2:45, 3-hour half marathon finishers. They're running for something deeper.
It means more to them.
There's something to it, and I have a much greater respect for those runners.
Yes.
I love standing at the finish line and watching their story, even if I don't know it.
Yes.
You watch people break down the finish line, and you don't know why. But you see a guy run a 1:20 half, they're looking, they're watching, and more. That's great.
Yes.
I'm not disrespecting that.
Yeah.
But I have personally learned that every runner has a why, and it's a privilege to hear what their why is, whether it be running with them or just watching them run through a finish line.
Every runner has a why.
Yeah.
I like that. Talk about how Westin, how has this changed Westin in terms of the culture of Westin, adding this? Is it brought a lot of excitement to the brand?
Absolutely. I mean, I think when I got hired, it was, we talk the talk.
Yes.
We're this wellness brand.
Yes.
Now it's walk the walk or run the run. The more we can engage our associates, well, now we're authentic, we're genuine.
Right.
So if you're checking into a Westin and the front desk associate size you, hey, you a runner? Well, you feel better. Or are you a triathlete?
Yeah.
Or you like yoga? Whatever it is, own an aspect of wellness within our properties. We're legit.
Yes.
And that's what I stand behind. It could be that you're a really good sleeper, or you're really into nutrition. Whatever it is, the more we can authentically practice what we preach, which is a brand that understands wellness, we're a good brand.
And how many Westins are there around the U.S.?
Good. Man, I should know that off the tip of my tongue, right? I think it's about 205.
205. And how many of them are?
Have a run concierge? 60.
So there's a lot of room for growth.
Tons of room for growth. There's always room for growth, you know?
Love that.
Yeah.
And now, so how many marathons are you running a year now? If you're running everyone beforehand.
No, half. So
okay,
I'll run the half.
You'll run the half.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I'll do about 1 or 2 marathons a year with my brother John.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're trying to do one in every state.
Right. Be part of that thing.
How about you? How many are you running these days?
Marathons?
Yeah.
Running Boston.
Uh-huh.
I'll probably run, one a year. Okay. Boston. That's plenty. I used to do a few more with the running Elvis.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I get to be Elvis in Vegas every year now. You know that.
I do not know
I'm
that.
the official Elvis announcer for the Rock and Roll Vegas at the finish line.
Oh, you call all the Elvis across the line?
No, I'm in Elvis suit. It's like, as you know, once you put the Elvis suit on, you can kind of be as much of a jackass as you want.
Forever.
Yeah. And it's one of those few times where what stays in Vegas doesn't really stay in Vegas, because there's just videos, and you're like, and my wife sees it, she's like, what?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm Elvis, and I really believed I was Elvis.
When you run through the streets and people are yelling at you?
Yeah. But you were one of the original Elvi.
Well, my buddy Jeff Padilla, yeah. But we started it in San Diego.
Yeah.
We were the ones who still got rock and roll going with it, and we had 209 in Vegas. 209 running Elvi. Boombox, baby jogger, keg, a whole 12-pack of beer. It's pretty fun stuff.
It's the best, man.
Love it. Hey, Chris, thanks for taking time.
Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it.
Chris Heuisler has been our guest. We're talking Run Westin Concierge. If you're staying in a hotel, stay at a Westin, correct?
I don't see why not.
Hold on, everyone. We'll be right back.
Hi, it's Dana here from Events.com. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more tips, tricks, or just to say hi.